evening and welcome to your Tuesday, June 25, 2024 edition of the Evening News. I am Jemima Holmes. Thank you for joining us. Let's take a look at some of the lead stories tonight. President Ali urges citizens to be politically conscious when they vote next year. PNC Congress will proceed despite sudden resignation of General Secretary, says Norton. Government aiming to license more sand mining operations in Berbice. Government announces yearly dredging of KAMUNI Creek to boost ecotourism in Santa Mission, and first university campus to be set up on indigenous lands to bridge education gap. Now for the news in detail. Speaking about the widespread and rapid development across the country, coupled with the undeniable upliftment of citizens in every faction of society, President Dr. Irfan Ali has encouraged the electorate to be politically conscious when they head to the polls next year. Trishelle Sobers reports.
On Monday, President Dr. Irfan Ali interacted with residents of Lenora in Region 3, Essequibo Islands, West Demerara, as well as surrounding areas. The engagement provided a platform for citizens to engage with the head of state and some government ministers about issues affecting them and their communities. In addressing the residents, President Ali spoke of the significant investments the government has made in Region 3. According to the head of state, the sum of $6 billion was expended on the construction of new schools, $31 billion on roads, and more than $3.4 billion returned to the pockets of children in the region by way of the Because We Care cash grant. President Ali reasoned that due to his government's strategic planning and investments, Region 3 is now on par with the landscape of the capital city. He encouraged residents to be conscious of this when they head to polls next year.
One thing about Region 3, we are politically conscious. The political consciousness of the people is beyond what they could ever imagine. So guess what? Yeah, that was one of the things before: slow fire, more fire, game fire. And Wednesday, on slow fire, more fire, game fire, we say love, peace, unity, come together, build one Guyana. We must not allow anyone to stop this mission in 2025. We must go and destroy every attempt to stop this mission, this region especially.
President Ali assured that under the PPP administration, progress will continue. He said massive opportunities will be further unlocked in the region come 2025, especially when the new port facilities are operational.
When you look at the growth rate and do the comparative analysis of the growth rate here in other regions, you will see the speed at which this region is going. When you drive along the coast, West Bank or West Coast on the west side, what do you see? Competition with the coast on the east side and the Georgetown ports. 5 years ago, we didn't have a man-made island at Peter Hope with a new port. You have Newport at Wales, Lagrange, Peter Hope, Versailles. When you add up the private investment in those ports alone, it's more than $700 million.
Trishelle Sobers, Evening News.
The General Secretary of the People's National Congress has resigned just days away from the party's 22nd Biennial Delegates Congress. Dawn Hastings Williams tendered her resignation with effect from June 24, citing among other things the lack of readiness for this weekend's Congress and concerns regarding financial accountability. These were outlined by Hastings Williams in a letter to the party's leader, Aubrey Norton, on Monday. In the letter, the politician highlighted several important undertakings, whereby she was excluded as General Secretary, and further, where she was humiliated by the PNC leader. Drawing her conclusion, Hastings Williams contended that Congress place at present is not conducive to working, since there is always someone shouting and threatening staff that they will be sent home. The PNC's Congress is set for this weekend, commencing Friday, June 28. Gerald Bryan joins us now to report that despite this latest high-profile resignation, party leader Aubrey Norton remains defiant and is not expecting this development to have any significant impact on preparations for the holding of Congress this weekend. Here are the details.
On Monday, PNCR General Secretary Dawn Hastings-Williams announced her resignation from the party, becoming the latest in a number of high-profile resignations. Significantly, the resignation comes just days before the party's Congress this weekend, raising concerns about the smooth flow of the event. Contacted on Tuesday for a comment in this development, party leader Aubrey Norton declared that he does not speak to reporters he does not know. However, he indicated to other sections of the media that he is unbothered by Hastings-Williams' resignation as well as the concerns she raised. He noted that preparations were still continuing apace for the conference as well as the smooth preparation of the voters list. The incumbent leader assured that there was more than enough time for the party to prepare for the Congress as well as an open and transparent election. He noted that votes will be cast and counted in view of all the delegates. Further, Norton assured that the voters list was a credible one, after reports had previously emerged of a stolen external drive containing the list. Hastings-Williams' resignation follows the resignation of her predecessor, Geeta Chandan Edmonds, in 2022. Also resigning at that time had been party treasurer Fayaz Mursalin. At the time Mursalin had resigned, he had also claimed a lack of financial accountability. The PNC's Congress is set for this weekend, commencing Friday, June 28. In addition to Norton, PNC parliamentarians Amanzo Walton Desir and Roysdale Ford are also contesting for leadership. When contacted by the Evening News on Tuesday, they both declined to comment on this latest resignation. Jarrell Bryan, The Evening News.
Recognizing the growing demand for sand in Region 6, the government is looking to license more sand mining operations there. This announcement was made by Minister of Natural Resources Vikram Bharat. Let's have a look.
We have permitted Oriel to do sand mining. I know in the Borbis River we have a number of operators. We do also have a number of new applicants trying to get into the sector that we're considering right now. But of course, most of the land are either lease or private land. So we're looking for land that are state land that are available and have resources so that we can license a few other operators too, because the demand is high. The stadium alone in Borbis requires a couple million tons of sand. So that is something that we're looking at presently to license more sand mining operators in the Borbis area, both in the Quarantine River as well as the Borbis River.
As part of efforts to build a sustainable and resilient ecotourism sector in the community of Santa Mission, the Guyana government has pledged to dredge the KAMUNI Creek twice annually. The first cleaning exercise will commence sometime this month with support from the National Drainage and Irrigation Authority and villagers from the area. Trishelle Sobers has the details in this report.
Dredging of the KAMUNI Creek, which is a tributary of the Demerara River, will allow villagers in the small community of Santa Mission to boost its ecotourism efforts by making the waterway a landmark site. Additionally, it will aid in creating a better and healthier aquatic ecosystem and reduce eutrophication, which occurs when the environment becomes enriched with nutrients, increasing the amount of plant and seaweed growth to estuaries and coastal waters. This announcement was made by President Dr. Irfaan Ali on Tuesday during an outreach to the community.
So before the end of this month, we will do the first cleaning. And before Christmas, we can do the second cleaning. Then in 2025, time like now, we can do the first cleaning. But we can bring forward the second cleaning. Just before the last quarter, just around the last quarter, we will do the second cleaning.
Santa Mission is a tiny Aratak community where the main eco activities are logging and farming. However, recognizing the area's vast potential in agriculture and tourism, government provided agricultural inputs to the residents to kickstart a small community development master plan program. Among the items were 500 coconut plants, 200 citrus plants, chainsaws, 2 brush cutters, fogging machines, planting materials, and insecticide. President Ali said very soon a new 40 horsepower engine, both and 25 honey hives along with safety equipment will be made available to the community.
We're going to revolutionize things in small communities. We're going to deploy technology, human assets, and brain power to build competitiveness in small communities. And this plan that we are deploying is going to be a master plan. The vision and ideas that we will seed here would start bearing the fruit in 2 years, 2.5 years from now.
The head of state believes that the pilot program, which merges ecotourism, agriculture, and forestry, will play a crucial role in transforming the economic value of small communities, especially those in the hinterland. Trishelle Sobers, Evening News.
Coming up, South Rheinfeldt houses destroyed by fire, and 3 months after fire destroyed river ambulance. Oriala Sepurata get replacement. Do stay with us. More news ahead.
Transitions Light Intelligent Lenses. Pick your color. Choose your style. Available at Optique Vision Care.
Your child needs nutrients every day. Enfagrow has DHA and iron, which supports your child's mental development. Enfagrow has components which cow's milk does not contain. Support your toddler's growth and complement their diet with Enfagrow. Let's fuel the wonder.
This product is not intended to be a substitute for breast milk. Mental development depends on various factors such as stimulation and adequate nutrition. Commercial cow's milk does not contain DHA but contains calcium and other nutrients.
Did you know Guy Super 95 gasoline has an octane rating of 95, the highest rating available in Guyana? This premium fuel is known to enhance the performance of your engine, making it run smoother and more efficiently, leading to better fuel economy and improved performance. Choose Super 95 for more mileage and better overall performance.
Dad! Dad!
Is that real?
आप लोगों को नजर आ रहा है?
Well hit. Away it goes. That is a ridiculous. Look at this.
Guys, I think I'm in love! Wow!
Yeah, I was looking at you too.
What? What are you talking about? I'm in the tiles. Where did you get them?
Oh, Mima Decor, obviously the best tile store in Guyana. Come, let me take you there.
My kitchen, my bathroom, my floors. Mima Decor has everything. And the prices are great too.
So, y'all want to have a date now?
We can build on that.
Your child needs nutrients every day. Enfagrow has DHA and iron, which supports your child's mental development. Enfagrow has components which cow's milk does not contain. Support your toddler's growth and complement their diet with Enfagrow. Let's fuel the wonder.
This product is not intended to be a substitute for breast milk. Mental development depends on various factors such as stimulation and adequate nutrition. Commercial cow's milk does not contain DHA but contains calcium and other nutrients.
Welcome back. You're watching the evening news. One house was completely destroyed while others suffered varying degrees of destruction following a fire in South Rhymeville, Georgetown. Luana McAllister reports that 3 persons are now homeless as a result of the disaster.
The aftermath of the fire that wreaked havoc at Blue Saki Drive, South Rhymeville, Georgetown on Monday at around 17 hours. The fire erupted at a wooden and concrete single-floor building owned by 59-year-old Shellon Glenn. It was occupied by 3 persons: 53-year-old Campton Glenn, his 32-year-old son Campton Glenn Jr., and 5-year-old Kiana Glenn. They are now homeless. While that building was completely destroyed by the blaze, nearby properties suffered damages. The northern wall of a 2-story building was damaged, along with an air conditioning unit, 6 windows, and 12 meters of guttering. Additionally, a Toyota Sequoia also suffered severe damage. Moreover, another nearby building had its ceilings and guttering damaged, with 1 window destroyed. According to a neighbor, he was at home when he was alerted to the flames across the street from his residence.
I just heard the neighbors saying fire, fire. When I look across, I saw his house was on fire, so I just took the kids and I went out of the house.
About what time?
About 4:45.
Meanwhile, the cause of the fire is currently under investigation by the Fire Prevention Department. Lawanda McAllister for the Evening News.
The Amerindian communities of Orial and Siparata now have their river ambulance replaced. The original vessel was destroyed by a fire in March of this year. The new river ambulance was handed over to the community on Saturday. Our Berbice correspondent Andrew Carmichael has that story.
The Health Ministry recently purchased a boat which was retrofitted with a component which will enable it to be used as a river ambulance. The modification was done through the Region 6 administration. While the boat will not have all of the amenities which were in the $22 million vessel, which was destroyed by fire in March, it will have the capacity to transport patients. Among the modifications in the boat is the inclusion of a bed. In March, the original river ambulance went up in flames on the Quarantine River not far from Oriala. 8 persons were on board at the time. A government 10-day part-time worker attached to the Oriala Health Center suffered second-degree burns to his right chest, hand, and face. The ambulance was at the time returning from Caribbean after taking a patient to the Skeldon Hospital. During the trip, the boat had been experiencing engine trouble in the vicinity of Francis Wharf. Sparks were seen coming from the water pump area, which was close to the gas tank. The part-time worker opened the valve to the pump and an explosion followed. Everyone on board had to jump overboard as the fire gutted the entire upper portion of the water ambulance. They were rescued by a boat which was nearby. Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony was on site on Saturday to officially hand over the new boat to the indigenous villages.
What we have to do is learn from these mistakes to make sure that whatever safety procedures that we're putting in place, that we make sure that we adhere to them, so that we don't have any future mishaps. Sometimes when we use these things, we take them for granted, but we have to at all times be very safety-minded in how we use simple things like these boats and so forth.
This boat cost close to $14 million. Additionally, the Region 6 administration modified the boat to make it suited for its intended purpose, spending of $400,000 to $500,000. The health minister said it was a significant investment, but it was needed. However, he urged for care of the new medical vehicle. Dr. Anthony pointed out that all efforts are being made to ensure that services to Oriala and Siparuta continue to be expanded. Meanwhile, addressing concerns of the 2 Amerindian communities as it relates to health, Minister Anthony pointed out that 2 programs were recently launched and efforts are being made to ensure that Oriala and Siparuta, despite their remote locations, can benefit from them.
We launched 2 programs. One is to make sure that we screen persons below the ages of 18 to check, see if they have an eye problem, and for those who are 65 and older to see whether or not they have an eye problem. And if they do, then we will work with them to make sure that they get the spectacles, if that is what we take to correct their vision. So that's something that we hope that the region will be able to take maybe one of the providers in, so that rather than you trying to come out with the vouchers, we go into the community and we do one screening maybe on a weekend, get everybody who's 18 years lower and those 65 and older, screen everybody for their eyes, and if they need spectacles, to be able to give them the spectacles. Because of how far you're located, what we can do is to get one of the laboratory providers to go in and to be able to do screening for all eligible women, which will be from 21 to 65. And if we detect that anybody is positive, then there are certain other measures that we can take. But by screening and screening early, we can prevent cervical cancer from happening. So these are two recent programs that we've launched. We're spending substantial sums of money on them, and we want everybody who's eligible to make sure that they can access these programs.
Andrew Carmichael, The Evening News.
Gerald Bryan joins us now to report that the lack of food and late payments of their salaries are among the issues affecting local seafarers. Here are the details.
On Tuesday, a symposium was hosted at the Artichon Conference Center in Guyana in commemoration of the Day of the Seafarer, which is observed annually on June the 25th. At the event, challenges affecting local seafarers were discussed. According to Gail Cully-Green, the Registrar of Ships, her office has dealt with a number of complaints since it was established by the People's Progressive Party civic government. Cully-Green also stressed the importance of seafarers being trained and equipped to work offshore.
It is imperative that our seafarers are well trained, competent, and motivated to serve on board. It is also imperative that all individuals involved in the training and the recruitment of seafarers understand the path in which the maritime sector is heading, and by extension, the seafaring career. Since its establishment in 2021, the Office of the Registrar of Seafarers has dealt with many seafarer welfare matters for both local and foreign seafarers in Guyana. These matters include non-payment of wages, the non-provision of food and water, seafarer abandonment, and repatriation.
The registrar urged seafarers to know their rights and to ask questions, noting that the Office of the Registrar is available for that purpose. She also urged collaboration within the local seafarer community, which will allow Guyana to produce the best seafarers in the region. Meanwhile, a representative of Eldorado Offshore spoke of the value that recruitment agencies add to the seafaring landscape. The representative said not only does her agency contribute to the efficiency of the hiring process, but also ensures that only pre-screened and qualified candidates are available.
Safety and competence are paramount in the sector. Recruitment agencies play a critical role in enhancing these aspects by facilitating mandatory training and certification programs tailored to the oil and gas industry, offering continuous education opportunities to keep seafarers updated with the latest industry practices and regulations, ensuring that security measures are met by seafarers, and contributing to safer seas and more efficient operations. Looking ahead, recruitment companies are focusing on several key trends and innovation that will shape the future of seafarer placement in Guyana's oil and gas sector. 1. Training and development. With the growing demands of the oil and gas sector, there is an increasing need for seafarers to possess a wide range of skills.
Gerald Bryan, The Evening News.
A 16-year-old dream by indigenous persons in the South Rupununi has made a massive step to becoming a reality as the University of Guyana, South Rupununi District Council, and the Ishalton Village Council inked an agreement for the joint establishment of the Maokatawa University of the Forest campus. Michael Henry has this story.
Guyana, Ishalton Village Council, and the South Rupununi District Council, which covers the 21 communities across the South, Central, and Deep South villages. To say thank you for all you have done thus far, we have a token of
representatives of the South Rupununi District Council and the Ishalton Village Council, alongside Vice Chancellor of the University of Guyana, inking the agreement for the joint establishment of the Maokatawa University of the Forest campus. The university will be situated in Ishalton Village in Region 9 and will benefit the 21 communities of the South Rupununi. Once fully operationalized, it will aid an underserved and difficult-to-reach area with an indigenous population of over 11,000. Collectively, the South Rupununi produces over 600 secondary school graduates a year, but less than 5% move on to higher education. According to Vice Chancellor Mohammed Martin, this development serves as a 16-year dream becoming a reality for indigenous persons.
Don't call yourself an annex, because we don't intend you to be an annex. We intend you to be your own university. And we also intend for you to learn to run it yourselves, because that's the only way it is going to be sustainable.
She explained that in the university's primary stages, indigenous persons will be assisted in the management of the campus by the University of Guyana.
So, this is the plan. We come in along with you. So we form a joint management team, people who are here, people who are outside. We train people here from the communities who will live here, how to manage these programs. We give you support from outside via internet and other means. We will place some people here periodically, but really the idea is for the community to run the university with support, because it's going to be yours.
Several disciplines have been prioritized for early delivery. These are education, agriculture, environmental sciences, sustainable tourism, medical sciences, sustainable engineering, construction and infrastructure, business, indigenous knowledges, entrepreneurship, and accounting. Michelle Henry, The Evening News.
And now for a look at the bridge reports.
The Demerara Harbour Bridge will be closed to vehicular traffic on Wednesday, June 26, 2024 at 4 hours for a period of 1.5 hours. Meanwhile, the Berbice River Bridge is expected to be closed at 7 hours 20 on Wednesday, June 26, 2024, also for 1.5 hours.
Let's now take a look at the local stock exchange market compliments of GASI. I feel optimistic that we can pull off the win, says GHB President Philip Fernandes, and they did the job well. Grimman applauds teammates on win. Details of these stories and more coming up in the Sportcast, sponsored by MacCorp.
This thing turning into a freak show.
KFC is nothing to laugh about. 15 hits the National Cultural Center on the 29th and 30th of June at 8 p.m.
And we are back in them. More benefits for no gets $2,000, $3,000, $4,000.
Your Honor, after all the money I spent on he ungrateful, man. I used to think to myself that he gonna make it. But now I know for sure, he not gonna make it.
It's KFC not the last one, 15!
Your child needs nutrients every day. Enfagrow has DHA and iron, which supports your child's mental development. Enfagrow has components which cow's milk does not contain. Support your toddler's growth and complement their diet with Enfagrow. Let's fuel the wonder.
This product is not intended to be a substitute for breast milk. Mental development depends on various factors such as stimulation and adequate nutrition. Commercial cow's milk does not contain DHA but contains calcium and other nutrients.
Looking to bring your dream home to reality? Or simply taking on a home improvement project? Then National Hardware Limited is where you should start. Let us put that touch to your home. Choose from over 1,000 Berger Paint original hues for any surface. We are known for our trusted brands such as Westinghouse, Philips, Sadco, Rubbermaid, Pyrex, Gibson Home, and so much more. National Hardware Limited, your do-it-best store. Located in downtown Georgetown and industrial site Rhymeville.
Dad! Dad!
Is that real?
Well hit. Away it goes. That is a ridiculous. And look at this.
Miners, welders, and contractors. Have broken parts caused you tremendous downtime? Do you need an extra heavy-duty, dependable welding machine that will get the toughest jobs done and can also double as a generator to power all of your tools? Well, your #1 industrial solutions provider Sylvies has you covered. We currently have in stock the Hobart Champion Elite Arc Welder and Generator. This capable electric start generator produces up to 11,000 watts of AC power to run tools, work lights, or backup power during an outage. It can simultaneously deliver 150 amps weld output and 8,000 watts of generator power and can run up to 14 hours on one 12-gallon tank of gas. This portable generator handles mild steel, stainless steel, and cast iron with a maximum thickness of ½ inch in a single pass. So what are you waiting for? If you can't make it to our 31 High and Hatfield Streets Georgetown location, we can deliver. Give us a call on 227-6226 or WhatsApp us on 623-7755 or visit our website sylviesonline.com. Sylvies Industrial Solution, proudly serving Guyana for over 4 decades.
Your child needs nutrients every day. Enfagrow has DHA and iron, which supports your child's mental development. Enfagrow has components which cow's milk does not contain. Support your toddler's growth and complement their diet with Enfagrow. Let's fuel the wonder.
This product is not intended to be a substitute for breast milk. Mental development depends on various factors such as stimulation and adequate nutrition. Commercial cow's milk does not contain DHA but contains calcium and other nutrients.